Hello, in this session we will understand Ajax. From your syllabus, Ajax is a very small topic. However, there is a whole lot of research, whole lot of resources available in the internet for this specific technology. It is asynchronous JavaScript and XML, which is basically used to give you a cross-platform technology to speed up your response time for your website. So if your website is lagging, if your website is taking too much of load or having high response time, then with the help of this Ajax technology, you can speed up that response time. Okay, your website is going to load properly and it will going to load very fast, comparable compared to the um, website that is not having the Ajax. Okay, so in this session we will understand a few things on that, because it is a very huge technology. So there is Ajax Control toolkit available in .NET Framework 3.5 and 4.5, and you can drag and drop that DLL, the complete toolkit. I don't know it is available in the internet right now or not, but you can just drag and drop here in the Add tab and provide the reference here in this toolbox, and you can work around. There are so many tutorials actually available in the internet for that Ajax Control toolkit. However, it is not used after 4.5 or 5 .NET Framework, so I don't know it is available still in the market or not. Okay, so here in the toolbox, in the standard toolbox, we still have some Ajax extensions that we can use. So I'm going to show you some of it, and that's why the session. Okay, so here in the design part, I'm going to drag this script manager to use the Ajax extension. Your .aspx is going to understand, your browser is going to understand that yeah, the website is having some Ajax extension. So that's why I'm putting this script manager to tell my browser and tell my ASPX that I'm using Ajax extensions. Second thing I need to use, second thing is I'm going to build some design, but before building the design I am going to use this update panel, and I'll in a few minutes I'll tell you what this update panel is going to do. So I'll say here enter first number, and for that I'm going to take one text box. I'm so sorry for the design, just bear with me, and this is the design. And second is enter second number, and again I'm going to drag and drop the text box, right? Apart from that, and let me just take a gap here, and apart from that I need a button, so the button I'm going to drag and drop. I'll change the property, let's say this is submit. Okay, and apart from that I need 3 labels, so I'm going to take 3 labels here. First label, and then why I have this label 2 ID. Okay, I'm already had taken it, that's why label 2 is coming, label 3 is coming, and then label. So I have these 3 label 2, label 3, and label 4, right? And if you see the source here, then you will see that I have this script manager, and then I have this update panel, and this update panel is having this content template, and whatever the content you are having, it has to be inside this content template. Okay, and I'll in a bit I'll tell you what this content template is going to do for you, but right now just understand that I have 2 text box and 1 button, and I have 3 labels, right? And I'm going to double click on this button, and inside this button, one click, I'm going to write that if 2 numbers are going to add, multiply, and subtract, what is going to be happen. So textbox.text is the property, right, by which you are taking the numbers. So your textbox.text is basically string, so you need to convert it. So what you can do is you take integer c equals to you will say convert to integer 32, and you will write textbox1 dot text. Then after say integer d equals to convert to integer 32, and you will write text box 2 dot text, right? These are the two text box. So whatever the text is there in the text box 1 and 2, it is going to be resides in C and D variable. I'll say integer sum and say C plus D for addition, or let me just write the add here, and then integer subtract here, and C minus D, integer multiply C multiply D. Next thing is I'll use the label 2 dot text. Let's say sum is plus add, and then label 3 dot text equals to sub is subtraction, and label 4 dot text equals to multiply is, oh I'm so sorry, this is, and then say plus multiply. So this is the thing, and now let me just run this. So when I run this, I hope it will work. So let's say my number is let's say 4 and the second number is 2. When I submit it, you will see that 6, 2 and 8, that is the sum, this is subtraction, and this is multiply. Now the understanding of this update panel, what you can understand, that when I hit this submit button, you will not see this refresh button is going to be refreshed. Okay, it is not going to be refreshed there. It is the only content that is going to refresh. Okay, so that is going to speed up your response time for this website. So when I say like let's say 6 and let's say 3, when you will see that this refresh button is not going to refresh there, only the content is going to refresh. So we see on this, okay, just watch this button, submit button, you will see it is not refreshed. Okay, the content is just the content is just refreshed, okay, not the complete website is. Okay, now you see the difference. I'll show you that difference. And when I say source, if I comment this script manager, let me comment these content template and update panel as well, and let me just completely turn it off. And now if you run this, let me show you the difference. So first number is 4 and the second number is let's say 2, and now see the refresh button, submit, and it is completely refreshed. The page is refreshed, the complete page is refreshed there. See, can see the page is refreshed there. Okay, this button is actually executing very fast, but please see this. Okay, can you see this? So the page is refreshed here, and now if I remove this comment here, you will see only content is going to be refreshed. When I see, so 4 and this is 2, and you can see the content is refreshed. Okay, so this is your update panel, right? I hope you understand it. Now let's say if your page is having too much of if your page is having too much of content, like if you want to make your client to wait for some time, right? So what you can do, you provide progress bar there, right? So instead progress bar, you in the Ajax extension we are having this update progress. So what you can do, after pressing this button, all these label 1, label 2, label 3 and label 4 can be put inside this update progress, right? Not that label 2, label 3, label 4, but you can provide this update progress just about your label, so that whatever the the calculations and the processing is there, it will take some time, and then after that time your label 2, label 3 and label 4 is going to execute, right? So what I mean to say is, between these two things I can put my I can put the update progress here, right? And in this update progress, I'll just you can actually provide some image or some loading.gif thing, but I'm just writing this please wait. Okay, instead you can also provide some image here, so please wait, and after that your this label is going to work. Okay, and if I'm sure, then I think hmm, let me just see the source here. So yeah, I think it is right. So you can see the update progress, and progress is having progress template. Just like content template, we have progress template, and this progress template is to give the specific thing like image or anything that you want to provide in that, right? So user is going to see that, and uh, I will say, so I need the time here, right? So where is the time process? So you can use the functionality of threading here. So you can use here threading here. So you can use system dot threading dot thread and dot sleep. So you will make sleep of, let's say, 2000 for 2 seconds, right? And now you will see that my please wait is going to your label is going to execute after 2 seconds. Okay, because you are providing here update progress, so it will hold that 2 seconds, and then after that your calculation is going to be shown in this in this label. So let's run it. I hope it will work. So this is 4 and this is 2, and you will see that when I click on the submit button, please wait will come for 2 seconds, and then your calculation is going to be shown inside the label. Again, one more time, submit and please wait, and then your calculation is going to be shown. So let me just again run for you. So let's say this is 6 and this is 3, and you will see when I click on the submit button, please wait will come. Instead you can use the text only, you can use the image or GIF, then it will work in the similar function, right? So when I say submit, please wait for 2 seconds, and then your calculation is going to be shown. Okay, I hope you understand it. So this is your update progress. But now let's take another example of timer. And for timer, here Ajax extension, we have one more functionality, timer. I can use this timer, and let me just take one add new item, web form, and inside this div function I'm going to take, you had seen this many a times, this timer you had used many a times. So inside this timer, but before the timer, I just remove this timer, let's say just remove it, and use the script manager. Before that, before you are using timer, you use this script manager, and then after script manager use update panel, and inside this panel you use your timer. This is okay, right? This looks good. Now go to the source, and you will see that we have script manager, we have update panel, and inside the update panel we have timer, right? And timer needs something here. So I'll say I need a method here. So on tick event I'm going to generate here, and on tick my event is going to be get time. Okay, so I just want to show the time in the browser. So this is the function get time, and I have to create this function in default2.aspx.cs, and you can show this time in label. So I need a label also. So let me just drag and drop a label where you can show your time, the current time. So this is my label here, right? So this is the label, and when I go to default.aspx, I now go to default.aspx.cs and just code inside the method that you had created. So you have to create a method here. So you will say protected void get time, and the same thing that is written over here, and inside that you just show label 2 dot text and say datetime dot now dot to string, by the way, and you will here write hours, minutes, second, and the 12-hour time format. Okay, and when you run this, you will see after some time it will show you the, it is not showing you, and what is the thing that so it was not working because in the code section I haven't provided any time, right? So I need the time also. So I'll say 1 second, so 1000 milliseconds, right? And now if you run this, and you will see that after 1 second it will show you the time here. Oh yeah, see, after 1 second it shows you the time at 7:42:44 p.m. and p.m. is nothing but 12-hour time format. So if a.m. and p.m. is going to shown in tt, right, inside this you can see inside the tt, and hour, minute, seconds you already know, right? So this is your timer, the tick functions we had used on tick, and on tick we have this function get time, and get time is been here inside the aspx.cx, and we had seen datetime.now, whatever the time that is currently whatever the time it is there, it has to be saved inside the label2.txt. And when I hit run, you will see after 1 second it shows you the time. Okay, I hope you understand it, the Ajax, and if you have any doubt you can find me on the comment section. I'll be happy to help you. Thank you so much.